To the 95% of you on the channel who are male and watching this video, I welcome you to another character analysis. To the remaining 5% of you, I also welcome you to another character analysis, except God bless you, I think I owe you my soul and my firstborn child. Today we're talking about Kugisaki Nobara, in other words, the new gen Haibara, and we have a lot to say about her. Let's begin. So, who exactly is Nobara? Well, at first she makes you think that she's part of a shonen trio. It's the classic boy, girl, boy, plus sensei. Very quickly, we learn to find that this is not the case because she's only present for about 130 chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen. She's a countryside farm girl, and we like those. They're nice, they have their own character development, they're strong in their own ways, but for Nobara's case, she should probably have stayed in the countryside. More on that later. She does have fun battles and she's cool to watch. I know there's going to be a lot of slander and poor things said about her during this video, but she really is fun to watch and I like her as a character. Next, she is definitely coming back in the final saga to attack Sukuna's last Fingi. Remember, he only has 19. And because we had that one panel of that character whose name I can't even remember telling Itadori that she might be alive, people are still clinging to hope. The Nobara stocks are going down, they're reaching zero, but people are still clinging to hope, saying, no, she's alive. But Gojo is. She's also the number one Maki Glazer. This is, outside of any fan Maki has, Nobara is 100,000% above them. Now, she's a frontline support mage. She has a voodoo doll that when, her nail is in, her cursed energy is in another body, she can attack from any distance. But because she has a hammer, she seems to think that the best course of action in almost every single one of her fights is to go and, axe murder someone, hammer murder someone. This did not bode well for her. And she probably has depth perception problems. I don't think she has an eye left, as far as I know. So what has she done? She's defeated Momo, which is pretty cool. She did it with a hammer that's reminiscent of Amy the Hedgehog's. She's defeated Eso and Kechizu, the cursed wombs, with the help of Yuji. She defeated a random cursed spirit who was holding a child hostage in the second episode, also with the help of Yuji. She definitely helped Yuji against Mahito. That scene where Yuji was just being beaten to the ground by Mahito, and Mahito feels the resonance from Nobara. Amazing scene, especially in the anime, they did really well. And then she got speed blitzed by Mahito and one-shotted, where she decided to donate her Sharingan to Yuji. Oh yeah, and she also lost to Haruta. So, let's examine the Nobara and the fraud allegations. I know that there are a lot of them floating around. There are two important points. That's one. This was two. Two important points to remember. One, Gregory hates women. And this is yet to be confirmed, but I'm pretty sure it is the case. If Maki ends up dying, then it is 100% confirmed. Naoya is actually just Gregory writing the manga. And two, she's compared to one of the most cracked gens of sorcerers you've ever seen. Because, she's compared to the Kenjushi product, which is Yuji Itadori. She's compared to one of the most talented sorcerers of all time in Megumi. She's trained by Gojo, who's the literal strongest, and Aoi Todo has a 550 billion IQ, yada yada yada. She, in Kyoto she would fit right in, but compared to the Tokyo people, she's dog water. So I would say she is not a fraud, she's just weak as absolute fuck. She could have stayed in the countryside, I think, and she would have developed maybe a one-time curse technique to use against farmers, perhaps die in her final battle, but no, she decided to leave and come to the city. So, because she hasn't been present for 100 plus chapters in JJK, I've decided to compile the slides of what maybe some characters might say about her, the ones that have interacted with her. Yuji might say oh, she's a close friend. It sucks I had to save her every time in every battle. Nanami might say, not grade 1, I'm grade 1. Someone like Momo might say, a tough opponent to be sure. Mahito may have said something like, oh, she had me on the ropes for a second until I speed blitzed and one-tapped her. I don't know why she was following me into the underground with just a hammer. She's a long-range fighter. Nita, the person she was trying to protect in Shibuya, might have said, oh, she almost failed to protect me. And my personal favorite, Gojo, may have said, who? Because remember, he has actually never interacted with her outside of Yuji and Megumi together. Dub Sensei. Personally, I wouldn't have either. Country people, ass. Just kidding, I love you. In conclusion, she, in other words Gregory, duped us into believing that she was a character that was important. It was never her. It was always Maki, because Maki is Toji, and Gregory loves Toji. She didn't listen to Nanami, and she ended up on the floor, dead, eyeless. It actually would have been cool to follow her outside of JJK. She was just placed in the wrong universe, in the wrong time, in the wrong generation, because she was so fucking weak compared to her contemporaries. She was just immediately honed and thrown about as soon as she was put into a 3-man cell with Yuji and Megumi. Her stock definitely did go to zero. If you're still clinging on to Nobara stock, I don't know what you're doing. I would have sold a long time ago, probably in the chapter that she appeared in front of Mahito. However, I will say this, I will buy and wear Nobara merch for a week if she does come back. There is not a chance she comes back. Put a pin in this one right here. I will be her #1 fan. Maybe #2. And she's low-key the most disrespected character. Like, we know Megumi is disrespected, we know Yuji's disrespected, but this character, it's not even that Gregory hates her, he just doesn't care about her. She ended up doing fucking nothing. And I'm sure at this point you've noticed something weird about this presentation. It was simply that in every slide, the eyes were missing. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Nobara PR team, as always, let me hear you in the comments. Are you holding on to the stock? Are you holding on to hope? Is it cope? There's just no way she's coming back. And lastly, please let me know for any other future character analyses, any video game, movie, series, anime, manga that you want me to cover. I will make presentations about these as well. And I've got some other content planned out. I'm really excited to roll it out for you guys. As always, thank you for watching one more time, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.